While open-ear style buds are the big rage these days, bone conduction headphones still have their place, and today I'm going to have a look at the Suunto Wing, which offers unique features for not only runners, but for all of you outdoorsy people. Now let's get stuck in. Hi, my name is Andy and you're watching Andy's Tech Tone. And while you might not be familiar with the brand name Suunto as a pure headphone/earbuds enthusiast, you have more than likely heard about the company before if you are into running, cycling, or maybe even diving. And that's because Suunto is a renowned manufacturer of sports watches and diving computers. According to their website, the roots of the company go back all the way to 1936, when a Finnish engineer invented the first liquid-filled compass, which proved to be more accurate than anything else that had come before it. And fast forward to 2024, the brand launched their first headphones, the Suunto Sonic and the Suunto Wing, which is the subject of our video today. The headphones cost 150 and 200 euros or dollars respectively, so as you can see, the Wing is not cheap. In fact, this is even more expensive than the Shokz Open Run Pro, which used to be on the very top of that list with its hefty price tag of $180. And to find out whether the Suunto Wing can dethrone the Open Run Pro as not only the most expensive, but also as the best bone conduction headphones, I'm going to keep comparing the two headphones throughout this review. But before we dive into all that, quick disclaimer. I got the headphones from Suunto for this test, but I'm not getting paid for making this video, so all you get is my honest and unfiltered opinion. And that opinion is based on my extensive use of the headphones over the last couple of weeks, as I did not only take the Suunto Wing with me to Venice, Italy for an Ironman 70.3 event, but I have also been using them casually a lot for my day-to-day activities at home and on the go. And as we would expect from a premium product, we get a lot of quality and a great set of features with the Suunto Wing. First of all, there is the sleek and modern design. The silicone coating is soft and comfy, and the flexible enough yet sturdy titanium alloy neckband provides you with an extremely secure fit when you are on the move. The weight of 33 grams is a touch more than that of the Shokz, but it does not impact the long-term comfort one bit, as I had no issues with wearing the Wing for hours on end at all. The IP67 rating means that the headphones are fully dust and watertight, and again, that's a few notches above the protection you get against the elements with the Open Run Pro, which is only IP55 rated. I also love the two-tone finish, or as they call it, the lava red colorway, but of course the headphones come in a more low-profile all-black version as well. However, as you will see, being low-profile is not necessarily the key selling point of the Wing. Quite the opposite. And this is where the LED lights come into play. We can find 3 red LED strips on each side of the headphones that can enhance your visibility in low light scenarios, which improves your safety on the road while running or cycling. You get 3 different light patterns or modes, constant flashing and SOS, and you can control the LEDs from not only the Suunto smartphone app, but also with the volume down button on the headphones. The concept works pretty well in dimly lit places, and the lights are indeed clearly visible, but in broad daylight you won't see them at all. But again, these LEDs are designed to be visible when the weather or lighting conditions are less than ideal. The design of the headphones is compatible with most bike helmets and sunglasses, but one thing to mention is that you are better off wearing the Wing over the straps of your helmet, especially if you want to use the LEDs, as otherwise the lights might get blocked by the straps. Other than that, this design is perfect for cyclists who care about their own safety on the road, thanks to the open-ear nature of the bone conduction tech. In the box we get a soft travel pouch, which does not give you as much protection as the hard case you get from Shokz, but it's a premium quality pouch nonetheless. And speaking of what's in the box, we also get a portable power bank with 2 full charges on board. And since the headphones themselves can last up to 10 hours on a single charge, it means that the overall playtime can be up to 30 hours, as long as we have the power bank at hand, which can also do a 10-minute quick charge for an additional 3 hours of use. This is a great performance overall, and the single charge playtime is pretty much on par with the 10 hours we get from the Shokz Open Run Pro. But enabling the extra features can have a huge impact on the battery life. If we turn on the head movement control, for example, which allows us to skip tracks and answer phone calls with some head shaking action, the playtime will drop down to 8 hours, and if we use the LEDs in the constant light mode, then the most we can expect is about 4 hours of use. Well, those LEDs are indeed bright, so no real surprises there. Onto the design of the charging cradle, it is smart not only because it's IP55 splash and dust resistant, but also because the headphones sit nicely in there with the help of a piece of plastic that holds everything tightly in place, even if we toss the whole thing into the carry pouch. And while the headphones have their own proprietary magnetic charging connector with a compatible cable in the box, which is common practice in the world of bone conduction headphones, the power bank itself can be charged through a standard USB Type-C port. As far as connectivity, we get an aptX adaptive and multi-point compatible Bluetooth chip on board. The two features can be used simultaneously. The switch between two devices happens in a quick second or two, even though you have to pause media playback on one device before you can start using the other. Of course, incoming phone calls are handed off automatically. I did not experience any hiccups in terms of connection or signal stability during my tests, and I had no lip sync issues when watching videos. And while the aptX adaptive codec delivers a low enough latency, I believe that you can get better hardware for hardcore gaming. As for the Shokz Open Run Pro, it was not necessarily made for gaming either, but we get a great multi-point feature with an option to manually switch between source devices in the app. The only codec you can find on the menu here is SBC, which is inferior to both the aptX adaptive and the AAC codecs you will find on the Suunto.
And now let me give you a quick audio sample from the built-in mics on the Suunto Wing conduction headphones. And while the sun is out today for a change, it's still quite breezy, as you can see behind me. And there is also some traffic noise in the background. So this is the phone call quality you can expect from these headphones in such conditions. And just for the sake of a comparison, here is another audio sample from the Shokz Open Run Pro. So this is the phone call quality you can expect from these headphones in such conditions.
Onto the controls, we get the usual plastic button layout we can see on most similarly designed headphones. So we get a single multifunctional button on the speaker unit on the left-hand side, and then also multifunctional volume rocker at the bottom of the main unit on the right-hand side. And between these buttons, we get to control pretty much everything. Play, pause, tracks, volume, phone calls, voice assistant activation, Bluetooth pairing, power on-off, and also the LED lights. There is nothing really I can complain about here as far as functionality, but I find the volume rockers a bit too recessed into the plastic body of the headphones, which makes locating and using them a bit finicky. You can get used to it after a while, but the larger buttons, which also stick out a bit more on the Shokz, give me a more tactile feedback. But what the Suunto Wings have, while the Open Run Pro does not, is head motion controls. Enabling this feature in the app allows us to reject a phone call or skip to the next song by shaking our head twice, and we can answer an incoming call by nodding twice too. I can certainly imagine situations when this feature comes in handy, but I found the sensors to be a touch too sensitive and unpredictable in their behavior. Many times when watching YouTube or something, the headphones randomly decide to skip to the next video, and that can be frustrating. Maybe if we could turn the sensors on and off using a long press action on the button on the left, it would be great, but for now we can only activate or deactivate the head motion controls from the app. And speaking of the app, Suunto offers one for its smartwatches already, and all the headphone-related features got integrated in the same app now. You have to go to your profile and then select the My Headphone menu to access the settings and options. From top to bottom, first there is the head movement control switch, followed by the sound mode settings, where you can choose between normal and outdoor, the latter being a bit more loud and powerful overall. Then comes the switch for the LED lights, along with the list of 3 different light modes. Next is the dual device connection menu, where you get a list of connected devices as well, but this is the only area where the Shokz app can do better, as it allows for manual switching between previously connected devices, while the Suunto app does not. But overall, the Suunto app is the winner thanks to its wider selection of features and options. And now onto the sound quality of the Suunto Wing. Well, these headphones use bone conduction technology, which creates sound by resonating the bones in front of your ears instead of pressurizing the eardrums, and as such we run into certain limitations, such as the lack of bass, especially at the lowest octaves. But by bone conduction standards, the bass response of the Suunto Wing is excellent. And it's good already in normal mode, which I used for most of my tests, while the outdoor mode gives us a touch more power in the upper bass and maybe a bit more warmth in the lower mid-range too. We still don't get sub-bass extension on the Wing, but the mid-bass has some unexpected heft and punch to it. We definitely get a more tactile bass than what the Shokz Open Run Pro can deliver, which is a huge deal considering that the Shokz headphones are one of the best, if not the best in that arena, so the bass on the Suunto Wing is class leading. The mid-range on the other hand is a bit underwhelming regardless of what mode we are in. Vocals sound distant and a tad lifeless, and they are not nearly as forward or center staged as I would like them to be. Instruments are thin and hollow, which makes the sound a bit boxy. It's like listening to a small wireless speaker from a distance. Not that the Open Run Pro or any other bone conduction headphones for that matter can do much better than that in terms of tonality across the mid-range, but at least we get a more focused image and more forward vocals from Shokz. Moving up in the frequency range, the Suunto Wing starts to shine with well-detailed, sparkling and airy highs and great extension towards the top end. The soundstage is open with plenty space in it, but again, the kind of image we get is more diffuse or scattered. The Shokz delivers less energy and a more limited extension in the highs, with a sharper, more center-focused image in comparison. Speech intelligibility on the Suunto is good, pretty much on par with that of the Shokz, but the Open Run Pro can go a bit louder at maximum volume, not by much, but the difference is clearly noticeable. And speaking of high volumes, the Suunto Wing is surprisingly good at taming most of those tickling vibrations which present themselves on all bone conduction headphones if we turn things up a notch. But considering how warm and powerful the bass on the Wing is, the amount of vibrations we get is minimal and more or less the same as those coming from the Shokz at the same volume but with less bass impact. Overall, the sound quality of the Suunto Wing is excellent, especially if we want as much of a tactile bass and sparkling highs as the bone conduction technology can give us today. And I believe that Suunto crammed as much performance into the Wing headphones as a bone conduction design can deliver as a whole package. The design is exceptional, the build quality is premium, the battery department is top of the class, the controls work well for the most part, the wireless chip gives us pretty much everything we need as far as connectivity, the sound is very good within the limitations of this technology, and then I did not even mention the extras such as the LED lights or the motion sensors. And all this can easily make the Suunto Wing the best bone conduction headphones money can buy today. Well, I certainly enjoy them more than the Shokz Open Run Pro, which arguably has been the best of the category ever since its launch back in 2022. But it's 2024 now, and even though open-ear buds seem to have outgrown bone conduction headphones in terms of their popularity, the Suunto Wing still has its place. And I'm sure we will see avid runners, ultramarathoners, cyclists, hikers and other outdoorsy or physically active people with those distinctive red LED lights behind their ears in the future. The headphones cost €200 or dollars again, which is a big chunk of your hard-earned money, but you get premium quality and a unique set of features for the price. And that was my take on the Suunto Wing Sports headphones. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to comment should you have any questions. Thanks for watching everyone. Hope to see you all in the next one.